Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Shane. This is the solo CGC box opening. These boxes came in late the day I'm filming them. We've got customer orders in here that got held in customs, and I have no time to drag over Owen or bring anyone else in to do these videos. So we are going to crack on and get these out. This is the second take of this video because I've done it all. I filmed it all, I've done everything else. My problem is, don't tell anyone, I didn't press record. Well, I did press record, and then we got halfway through the one part of the video, and the memory card was full. So I went and deleted stuff, and when I set everything back up, I must have forgot to press record. So everything I've just said, the comics are here. I'm not going to put them back in the box and try and pretend to bring them out and blah blah blah. Can't be bothered with that. What I am going to do is take the last one I had and leave it till last because it's quite a cool one to finish on. As for the rest, I don't care what order they go in. But the last one is a pretty cool one to finish on, so I am going to do this all over again. I'm sorry if I get a bit thingy. It's because I've already said everything I'm about to say, and I already know stuff now as well. So where I was finding stuff, there we go. So the first one we're going to do is a Wonder Woman #1, which is a variant cover. I believe this is Laura's. And the thing is with this cover is we found, I say we, it's just me, I found a couple of issues. So the issues I found was this got a 9.8. It's a really cool cover. I'll show you guys that. The front is clean, clear. There's no markings on the spine. However, what I did find was a slight tear and pull up here, and just here we can see there's a slight dink and thing. So what I did say about this is I appreciate the fact that it's a 9.8, but I feel that what might have happened here is when they were placing it in the case, because it goes inside a case, inside this case, that it might have, because it looks like it's one of them ones where it's just caught something. If it was at the top, I see it's somebody's nails trying to pull it out of the bag. But I think it maybe caught something when it was being put in. It's not really excusable, but they've already graded them at that point. They're putting them in to seal them. It's a shame that there's a slight mark on it. It could be the case that everything else was perfect on it, and that's why it gave it the 2 marks. I don't know. But really cool cover, great grades. It's just a shame that this got that little bit mark on it. Next we have infamous Iron Man #1, Scott the Young variant. Really cool comic. Didn't find anything wrong with this one. Slight rippling on the front cover, which is, you know, it's going to be fine. It's probably just a paper thing. There's no damage, there's no spine ticks at all, the corners are all in good nick. Really cool cover, really like it. Depending on when this video goes out, there's coming up or just been a big event for Marvel, and Scotty Young had a load of covers. So if you are a Scotty Young fan, check out scg.co.uk or your local comic book store and see what he's just released, because he has a whole Marvel big event and it's all dedicated to Scotty Young covers, so that'll be cool. We had another Ultimate Spider-Man #1. I'm not even going to bother showing this on thing. We've seen them. We sent off a load of these. We had 4 in the first video, so that's that. The other controversial one we had, which is a shame, we have the 1 in 200s Amazing Spider-Man #1. The Virgin variant, really nice cover. Black Cat and MJ, custom label with the old school label. Really happy with the grade 9.8. However, as I'm being honest, and I like to be honest, even when it's not, even when it's our products, there is a massive dink with a colour break. Just here on this camera, as you see. Everything else is pretty okay, spot on. But that's such a shame. Again, it could be the case of it was being put in and then it's slightly folded or something along them lines. But if that's the case, then I think that's down to you, CGC, to replace that comic, not just keep the grade and give it to the customer. I can't see that being a common issue. We have got another one of these. I don't know if it's coming through on this batch. So that'll be interesting to see how that one does. But yeah, it's such a shame. 1 in 200, really lovely cover. I think the other one coming through was a customer's. So this, one of them is a customer's. I can't remember which one, but it's a shame. It's a shame it's got that mag on it, but what a cover. What a great cover. But I'll go back to my previous rant. Marvel, DC, because I know you all watch these. Do me a favour. When it's a 1 in 100 or a 1 in 200 or a 1 in whatever, please do another exclusive cover. Don't do the same cover and just take the titles off and call it Virgin, because it is fine. That is just lazy. Like, people are spending and buying 200s. Stores are spending 200, buying 200 comics to get that 1 in 200. Make it something extra special, please. Amazing Spider-Man. Sorry, not amazing. Ultimate Spider-Man #1. We've done a couple of these, but we haven't done this variant yet. 9.8. Really cool cover. The new custom label at the top. We did see on this one, I say we again, I'm on my own. There was a couple of marks here. They're not colour breaks. Slight shame again, but I don't. It's not prominent. It's not. Sorry, it is prominent, but it's not a colour break, and it doesn't go through to the other side. So it's just a slight mag on the spine. Maybe that 9.8 is probably justified for that one, because again, if you're looking at square on, you can't really see it. It's when you catch the light and you're doing it a certain way. Not a colour break. 9.8, really cool grades on a really popular comic. Then we had what I believe is a customer's, because I'm not sure what's what at the moment. Amazing Spider-Man 607. Really cool. It's got a 9. We found a couple of issues with this one. Just saw the cover there. More importantly, show the Wolverine bedding at the back. Yes, please. Right, so the comic itself has an indented corner, pretty bad, and then prominently has spine ticks all the way up. None of them are colour breaking, so that's a positive. Some do translate to the other side, but not massively. The other thing I spotted was there's a fold, like a roll, just off the spine. It's prominent front and back. It's more towards the back though, and I think that's where these ticks have come from, where it's been slightly rolled over, possibly in delivery or whatever. But a 9 is a good result. I'm not sure if this went for the clean and press. A clean wouldn't help it, but press might. But I don't know if it's worth it, to re-slab it. You might bump it up a grade or two. So you might get it up to a 9.4. It would get the majority of that roll out, but it wouldn't get rid of it completely. And some of them spine tick, so it could knock it up a grade. But overall, I don't think I'd bother. Still a good grade. Then we had Something's Killing the Children. Really cool comic. Sought after. It's got a 9.2, but we found why. I found why. Stop saying we. There's only me here. I found why. There is 3 spine ticks just here, just the camera focus, and all 3 of them are colour breaks, unfortunately. Other than that, it's in pretty decent condition. It's got a slight undercut. I don't know if that's common with this, and I'm not going to lie. The undercut is on the back as well, and then just to show the spine ticks transferred over as well. So we've got proper breakthrough spine ticks with colour breaks on them. It's unfortunate. 9.2 is probably the right grade. It's only got the 3 compared to the spine roll and everything on the Spider-Man we just had. However, it's just slightly a bit gutted in. Again, clean and press, clean. The press side of it, obviously, it could help it bump a grade, possibly, if it hasn't been done. What would happen is it could reduce the spine ticks, And what happens occasionally, not always, it's never guaranteed. Nothing's ever guaranteed. And I sort of know when it's pressed and it's cleaned as well, is sometimes the ink will bleed, so it'll bleed back into the ticks themselves. But that's a chance you take. I don't think it's worth it. You've got a good grade there for, you know, for the free spine ticks. A 9.2 is a decent grade. And then the one I kept for last was the first appearance of Black Cat. So it got a 5. Really cool comic, really cool cover. It's an iconic cover. So on this one, I spotted, I got the right part there, I spotted, there's obviously staining. There's a fold quite prominent here in the corner, more staining. There's a roll on the spine, so it is out of whack. So that is not a common issue either. We've graded a couple of these and we've never had that before. It's got cream to off-white pages, and we can see that on the back when it's starting to discolor. But yeah, it's a 5. Could have gone a little bit higher, possibly. It's got, like I said, the indentations across here. There's also a couple of marks of the thing. Again, not color breaking, but with the roll, that means the page is off. There's the overlap has then been damaged. So a 5. It's a really great comic. This doesn't belong to me. I have got one. I haven't sent it off yet. But really cool. New standard edition. Can't fault it. Congratulations whoever got that, because I think 5 is the right grade. It's you know, obviously everyone wants a 9.8, but this comic is from 1979. So for the year it is and the story it is, and bear in mind that back then as well, these weren't really sought after and looked after. So 5 is a great result. So that's it. I'm looking, that's recording, I'm happy. I don't need to do this video again because I've got more videos to do. So make sure you check back. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It really does help us. Thank you very much for watching. Good night, God bless, all the best. Bye guys. Thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Good night, God bless, all the best.